Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Everyday Alchemy. Everyday Alchemy is a show on the Women's Information Network and I am your host Marcy Cole. This show is about the power of transformation in every area of our lives, and I am thrilled to talk about the topic of the day, which is write your damn book already, which was a phrase coined by the amazing Sincero, who is a best-selling author and business coach. And so thrilled to have you with us today, sweetheart.
So happy to be here.
And we have so much to talk about in a very short amount of time. So this is what I want to know. I heard once, I don't know where, I'm sure you've heard it too before, this idea that we all have a book in us. And yet, I know I've been talking about it for a decade, and Jen's turned that into action and then training and coaching others to do the same and bringing their ideas to manifestation. So it's not just up here, but it's actually happens. So what is it that makes us all procrastinate and talk about it? What is it?
Okay, well, first of all, I want to say that I don't think we all have a book inside of us. I think if you have a book inside of you, you have a book inside of you, and you need to take that seriously. So
some of us.
Some of us, yeah. So if you're being called to do it, there's a reason.
Yes.
So when you're called
no
to
pressure.
do anything, no pressure at all. But I think my theory on the procrastination piece with it is, unlike music and painting and all the other art forms, I mean, you don't hear painters walking around saying, I've got this painting I want to paint for 10 years, the way that you've walked around, as you said, for 10 years with your book. Mm-hmm. I think it's because it's a really vulnerable process, writing. Mm-hmm. And, we journal to get all this crap out of our heads. So I think it's a little intimidating. It's a little vulnerable, and people kind of freak out.
So it's really about exposing ourselves in a way that the busy work doesn't necessarily call forth.
Yes, I mean, certainly music and art are representations of who you are, but there's something about writing that tweaks people out.
Yes, and the discipline of doing so, the discipline of actually what it takes to sit down and put
then
everything
there's
aside.
that part.
Yes. Well, as a segue into that part, give us a handful of things to transform our procrastination or fear or resistance or whatever it is, if we're one of those who would like to write a book one day, from the idea into action and into fruition.
Okay. I think one of the best things you can do is don't try and eat the whole elephant at once. Mm-hmm. So a lot of people are like, I want to write a book, and then it's just like, I can't even deal because it's so huge and it's this gigantic thing. Yeah. So if you break it down into little chunks, it's not that big a deal. It's like anything else in life that's big that you want to do. If you break it down into bite-sized pieces, then you can handle it. So first of all, don't look at the whole project, break it down, which will help you write the book better anyway. Like, you need to write an outline, and that helps you chunk it down into sections. So the very format of the way books are is very helpful to the procrastination process and getting over it.
Yes.
The other biggie is, I don't know if, can I say?
I have no idea.
Okay. Well, okay.
I have no idea what you just said.
Oh.
So I guess we're taking a chance here.
We're going to take a chance. So
that's who you are.
Okay. Very chancy.
Yes.
So I have a theory that the gigantic equation to writing is writing equals ass plus chair. And it really is just sitting down and doing it.
Oh, that's okay. That's an
right?
okay use of that.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm not going to get kicked off the air. Feds aren't going to beat my door. So yeah, just doing it. Just sitting down and doing it. Another biggie is get your time management situation handled. I think a big problem is people will be like, okay, I'm going to write for 8 hours today, and they block off the whole day, and they make this huge deal about it. And then you end up cleaning your kitchen, doing your laundry on the phone, like anything to get away from it. And you know what it's like. The more you do, the more you do. Yes. So the less time you have to do something, the more productive you are. So I highly recommend, especially if you're just starting out, 30 minutes, where 30 minutes you're going to write. You're going to sit your butt down and you're going to write just for 30 minutes, not 8 hours. Set an egg timer. This is another biggie, because you'll spend part of those 30 minutes checking to see where you are in those 30 minutes so you can get up and not write. And so during those 30 minutes, you are unauthorized to pee, to get something to eat, get something to drink, answer the phone, answer emails. You are only allowed to write for 30 minutes, and that really helps a lot too.
Do you recommend staying in your space or actually going to some place neutral where there's no distractions?
Depends what works for you, because that can be a distraction, finding the perfect place and finding the perfect chair. And then, I certainly find that to be a big joke, but I have other friends who think that's great. Yeah. I'm better at home.
Okay. So great. So have we covered, is there anything else that you want to add?
I think that's good for now.
Yeah, okay. So Jen is one of her zones of genius, as we're talking about now.
I love that there's an animal fight going on.
There's an animal fight. All they're saying to us is, do it now, get your damn book done already. I have a cat and dog fighting or playing, which means we can do, if they can do this, we can do anything, right? No one thinks that cats and dogs can get along. We digress. Okay, here we go. Back to writing your book.
Yeah.
So, great. Now you also offer, one of your services is how to teach people to do a book proposal so that you can get it done in concrete steps in a finite amount of time and get it out there in the world.
Right.
You actually have a thing coming up very, 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 very soon, right?
Very, very, very
7
soon.
days.
7 days, folks. But let me just quickly explain.
Yes.
A book proposal, the beautiful thing about writing nonfiction books is you don't have to write the entire thing and then shop it around and pray to God that somebody buys it like you do with fiction. With fiction, you have to write the whole thing and then try and sell it. Nonfiction, you write what's called a book proposal. And you sell the book proposal and you get some money and then you go off and you write your book. So it's awesome. And I teach a class on how, it's actually a book proposal in a week boot camp. So I wrote my last book proposal in a week and it became a best-selling book. So it is doable. And I like it better because we're all so freaking busy that, you know, number one excuse of not getting your book done is you don't have time. So all you have to do is put a week aside and, you know, I will whip you into submission and you will get it done. So yeah, book proposal in a week boot camp.
And so in having a coach and or a team or a group for accountability, for discipline, for focus is really, really, really powerful.
Yeah, and I hold your hand through it too. We're on the phone 3 times a day. You can ask me questions. You can run stuff by me. So it's so fun.
I want to be on the phone with you 3 times a day.
I know. Oh my God.
So fantastic. So how do you get in touch with Jen Sincero?
WriteYourDamnBook.com.
Yeah.
That's how you find me. So go there. You can get a free download of all the parts and pieces of a nonfiction book proposal. So if you don't know what one is, if you go to that site and sign up, you can get all the information on what a book proposal is so that you know what I'm talking about.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So we have no excuses.
None.
That's
right, Marcy.
Right?
10 years.
Yeah, I know.
Don't make it 11.
I'm still working on it. So, and it's good to have you on my left. Absolutely. So thank you for watching. Please stay tuned because you're going to hear from Jen again about a lot of different topics. And next time I think we're going into how to really go from stagnation in business into really profiting in your business, whether it's writing or whatever else. So stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching and see you next time. Thank you for being here, Sue.
My pleasure. So fun. Bye-bye.